Hello, Just Too Good Your Bricks back for another video, and today's video is actually of another one of those thoughts videos, and I'm already done with the 2013 thoughts videos, but today is actually of two minifigure series coming out in 2013, and one of them is coming out in January-ish, and then one of them is coming out in spring 2013. So this is a thoughts video on minifigure series 9 and 10, and so at first we have series 9 right here. And this is an awesome group shot taken from White Fang's epic review, and if you haven't seen that review yet, I would say just check it out right now. I've linked to it on my Facebook page and stuff like that, but it's a picture review, and he never fails to impress with his picture reviews. So here's the big picture, and I just want to show that for a second. Now here's my thoughts on each individual figure, and let me see, I'm using this on my iPhone, and I hate using my iPhone. But the first figure is the waiter, and I think that the waiter is a pretty cool figure. But to be honest, I really don't like him because I only like his wine and his plate right there, but I don't think the plate is the new piece, or his tray. Sorry, actually his tray might be a new piece. And his actual torso is okay, but otherwise his face is pretty redundant. It reminds me of the Series 1 Magician, which I already have. He has no new leg printing, and his hair is the same one from the Nerd or from the Dino headquarters. So there's that figure, and then there's this one, which Brick Show is cool, which is a YouTube user. He had this early, and I did link to it on Your Bricks, and then it got really popular. And this is actually a pretty cool figure. I do like how they use the Galaxy Patrol armor right there. He does have some gold on him, but this is probably not going to be the ones I'm going to be looking for at first, even though I really do love his helmet and his armor. But yeah, this is probably, I guess, in my second, because I got first, second, and third. First are the ones I'm going to get the most, second is the ones I might get, and then third are the ones I really don't want. The Raider is probably in third, but here's the plumber, and the plumber is pretty cool because of his hat and his little plunger right there. But otherwise, I think this is probably a second one, because his hat is probably the saving grace of this, because his face is pretty redundant, and his torso and legs are pretty redundant, so I might not be getting that one. Then the Roman Emperor, this one's okay. I really don't have a use for it. I mean, the detail's really amazing, but I just, like I said, I don't have a use for it. I can't put him in the city or anything, so this is probably a 3 for me. And then there's the Battle Mech, which is just awesome. This is a 1 for me because I'm definitely going to be getting this. It's going to be one of the ones I'm going to get first, because I love his actual headpiece under there, which you could see in the White Fang's review, which I'll get to right now. And he does actually have a cool helmet and some cool armor, just like the Alien Trooper. But his is more based off of the Galaxy Squad theme. So there's that, and here is the figure. And as you can see right there, he has this awesome head right there, which I really like, and his helmet and his actual armor right there. So this is going to be a 1 for me. I'm going to get this no matter what. Then there's a fortune teller. She's okay, but like I had with the Roman Emperor, I really don't have a use for her. So this is probably going to be a 3 for me. I might not get it. And there's a Hollywood Starlet, and this is a 2 for me just because of her hair. As a lot of people know, I do love new hair pieces for LEGO minifigures, but her face is kind of meh, and everything else is meh on her. But the hair piece is just awesome, so I'll be putting that as a 2. And then there's the Heroic Knight, which is a pretty cool figure, but I really don't have a use for him like the other figures. So this is going to be a 3, so I'm probably not going to be getting this one. And then there's a Judge, and the Judge itself is pretty cool. And I'm probably not going to use him because of his hair isn't really usable. But his face is kind of usable, and his mallet. And it is a new hairpiece, so I'll put this as a 2, even though I might not use the hair. And then there's Mr. Good and Evil. And this is a really well-detailed figure. But the only real part why I'll get it is because of the vial. But otherwise, he's just an okay figure. So I'll put this as 3, I guess, because I'm really not going to use him. Then there's a policeman, and the policeman has just this awesome actual, hat. That's what I'm looking for. And a pretty generic face, but this could be used in LEGO City, so this will probably be a 2 for me. And I do like his torso and that tile piece right there. Then there's a mermaid, and this is just a fantastic figure. Love her actual hair right there, and everything else is pretty cool too. So this will be a 1 for me because her hair is usable for most cases, and her actual face is pretty cool too. And then there's this one, the Force Maiden, and I do love her hair because it's a new hairpiece, and it's not really that usable in current times, but I don't know. I might find a use for this, maybe like a hairstyle place or something like that. So this will be the one for me because she has a really cool new hairpiece, and her face is pretty usable. Then there's the Cyclops, and this guy's really cool. I actually like his head mold right here, and he has this cool club. But otherwise, he's not really usable. But I guess his pants could be usable for like a troll figure, so I will put him at a 2. But otherwise, he's meh. And then there's this chicken guy, and this guy's actually really cool. I do love his actual head right there, and even though he has no torso printing right here, which is pretty disappointing, he does have those new pieces, which is awesome. And he has some new legs right there and a new actual hat or helmet or whatever. So I will be putting this as a 1 because this is going to be one of the ones I'm going to get first. And there's a roller derby girl, and she's really just a lackluster figure. I mean, I could use her in LEGO City, but even nowadays, she's kind of like, she looks like she's from the 80s or something. So I will put this as a 3, sadly. I do love her new actual roller skates, though, but that's really the saving grace of this, because otherwise, So overall, this is a really cool series, and I usually have, I put stuff at 4 sometimes, but all of them are so good in this series that I only put them in 1, 2, or 3. So this is probably my favorite series since Series 7 maybe, or Series 4. So yeah, that's it. And now let's take a look at Series 10, right? There's CM4S, he's super cool. Yeah. Ooh, I can't really get the picture. Okay. Well, basically Series 10 is supposed to be like, I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to be yellow because they might start just like restart. Or no, sorry, Series 10 is gold. Series 11 is yellow. So, let's see, Series 10. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, here you go. Okay, so first we got this, sorry about the actual thing, resource ban. Put this from Eurobricks. Let me see, I just gotta hope this doesn't fall over or else I'm gonna have to restart. Hey, sorry this is taking so long, guys. Okay, there you go. So, we got the pirate, well, just this boat captain, and he's a pretty cool figure because he comes with that cool seagull right there, and he does come with a new face, like all the minifigures, and his helmet's pretty cool. I mean, his hat's pretty cool. I do rate this a 2 as he's not a must-have, but he does come with some awesome new pieces like the seagull and the hat. Then we got the Peaton, I think it's called, or the old clown, and this guy's just a really cool figure because I do love his actual hat right there, and that cool, I forget what it's called, but it came with the actor. But otherwise, he's just a meh figure, so I do rate this as a 2, because he does come with those 2 new pieces, which is really cool, and I guess he could be used in recent LEGO City stuff. Okay, there's advertisement. This is Wikipedia, by the way. And then there's the Nerd Girl, and I really love this figure because not only does it come with a flask, but it comes with a usable torso and a usable face. There's not much female faces with glasses, and just an awesome hairpiece, which is Ginny's hair in brown. So this is a 1 for me because this is a must-have, and I'm probably going to get it once these packs come out. And there's the old man, and this is pretty controversial in my world because I don't like how they actually add a bold headpiece right there, because usually bold headpieces in LEGO just are ones without studs. Like, let's say this would be a bold guy right here, just an example minifigure, if you take off his hairpiece. So I really don't like what they did there with that because it kind of destroys continuity. But I guess it is a pretty cool figure, and it's optional. You don't have to put that on there. But we've been wanting an old guy, so this is definitely a must-have for me. So I'll put this as 1. And another advertisement. And then we got the bee girl, and this is a pretty cool figure. I do like the pot of honey right there. And the actual figure itself reminds me a little bit of Super Mario Galaxy, the bee suit. And this is probably a 2 for me because I like her wings, her helmet right there, and her honey. It's not like a must-have figure. And there's this guy, and he's pretty cool, I guess. I do love his actual helmet, but that's about it for him. And so this is a 3 because I don't really will use him in the real, like, my city stuff or anything. But I will use him to actually buy him and sell him because this is going to be like a must-have figure for collectors. So there you go with that figure. And then there's this girl. She's okay. She does come with that singer hairpiece in black, which is new. And this tomahawk piece, I think it's pronounced, which comes in the Lone Ranger. and she does come with this cool shield. So I do rate this a 2 because she comes with a lot of nice new pieces. And there's this guy, and I don't even know what this... Oh, sorry, Tomahawk Warrior, and this guy is just meh. This is probably the worst figure so far, but then again, they don't have any of the head pieces or anything yet, so I guess we'll see that later. And this actual staff is the only cool thing because I won't find any use of this in my LEGO city or anything. Then there's actually like the, come on, it's the Paris Hilton figure. And I do like her hairpiece because I think, I think that's a new hairpiece. And the Chihuahua, and her face is really cool. And basically she's a totally usable figure for me. So I do rate this as a 1, as this is a must-have for me. Because I just love all her new pieces and everything. So there's that. Then there's a baseball player. He's pretty cool, but I hope they could find what else comes on him. It's probably going to be that comb regular hair, or just a helmet. But I do like his actual pitching glove right there. I think it's called, I don't know. I don't like sports. This is a 2 for me. Then there's this guy, which they haven't found the bottom of or anything. And he's a pretty cool figure because he does come with a new hairpiece, but it's not a usable hairpiece, so he's not like a must-have. But as it is a new hairpiece, I'll put him as a 2 for me, as I'll be getting him. Then there's this guy, and this guy's really cool because he comes with that tattoo on his arm, this cool jacket, and this awesome mohawk piece, which isn't new, but it is in black, which isn't new too because that came in the Rock Band set. So I do rate this actually a 1 because this is a must-have for me because I'm probably not going to be getting the Rock Band set. And he's just totally usable. Then there's Medusa, and Medusa is just okay figure. She kind of looks ugly if you ask me. But, you know, that's what she's supposed to look like. Her hairpiece is pretty cool. It's snakes, but I won't really find a use for her. Maybe some mocks people will use it as, like, plants, which I always like when they use hairpieces as plants. So I do rate this maybe a 3 because he's not really anything special. Then there's a skydiver. He's pretty cool. The backpack is awesome. That's just like the most awesome part. And the figure itself is okay. I mean, he's just meh. So I do rate this a 2 because that backpack is just going to be like the best part about it. And then there's the paintballer, and this is actually a really cool figure because he does come with that new gun and that helmet right there and a pretty cool smirking face. So I do rate this a 2 because I'll probably be getting this later. And there's the painter actually, and this guy's cool too because he comes with actually, they didn't show it here, but it's like a painting. I forget what it's called. Like, he does come with a new hat, which is pretty cool. Like I said a billion times, you can play a drinking game out of that. And his face is okay, and his actual torso and legs are pretty cool. Like I said again, but except they have those little paint blotches right there. I do like his bucket, so this is a 2. So that's it, guys. Sorry this dragged on so long, but yeah, I'll see you guys later, and that's it. Yeah, I'll come up with a Winter Village video soon. So, bye.